The Wicked Witch of the West put her life on the line. Margaret Hamilton played the film's iconic antagonist, the Wicked Witch of the West. However, the filming process ended up being disproportionately terrifying for the poor actor. The first complication came in the form of her green makeup. Today, actors are granted all sorts of protections and rights to ensure their safety is the #1 priority. However, this simply wasn't the case back in the day. The paint that was used to make Margaret Hamilton's skin green actually contained copper, which is incredibly toxic in certain forms. After every shooting day, she had to make sure the makeup was completely cleaned off of her skin to prevent harmful effects. Even more terrifying than the toxic makeup, however, was when Margaret Hamilton caught fire on set. While she was supposed to descend onto the set with a fiery background, Hamilton's broom caught fire, causing her to suffer horrible burns on both her face and hands. She was hospitalized and had to take 3 months off of filming to recover. Toto was ridiculously overpaid. Toto, Dorothy's lovable canine companion, took home a check of his own after each week of filming. He received a paycheck of $125 a week. While that may not seem like much these days, during the Great Depression, that was an exorbitant amount of money. $125 roughly translates to $2,000 in today's money. While it may seem funny that a dog was paid that much during the filming of The Wizard of Oz, it was no laughing matter to some of the other cast members. The actors who played the Munchkins were tragically underpaid in comparison to Toto, and most were given less than half the money he took home each week. While the actors who played the Munchkins were still relatively well paid, it was still pretty humiliating to take home less money than the dog. The Tin Man was recast due to a health hazard. The Tin Man was originally played by Buddy Ebsen, the star of television shows like The Beverly Hillbillies and Barnaby Jones. However, he only lasted 10 days before he had to quit filming. Much like poor Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West, the makeup used for the Tin Man was incredibly dangerous. The makeup crew used aluminum powder to make his skin silver, which Buddy Ebsen reacted violently to. He was hospitalized in critical condition because the aluminum powder had coated his lungs. Jack Haley was recast as the Tin Man, and while he did an excellent job, you can't help but wonder how differently the movie would have ended up if Buddy Ebsen had played the iconic role. Thankfully, the makeup crew changed the makeup so it was much safer, and Jack Haley got through the production without any complications. That same can't be said for Buddy, however, who suffered with breathing problems for the rest of his life. Judy Garland was grossly mistreated by the director. The reason the filming process was a nightmare for many of the actors was because they didn't have as many laws in place to protect themselves. Back in the 1930s, many cruel treatments were considered fair game. Poor Judy Garland, who was only 16 when she was cast to play Dorothy Gale, was treated shockingly by the film's director, Victor Fleming. During the famous slap scene, Judy Garland had a difficult time keeping a straight face. Many actors like to have fun while filming, and some can have a hard time keeping themselves from giggling. However, film was, and still is, extremely expensive. After several takes were ruined because Judy Garland kept giggling, the director, Victor Fleming, took her to the side and slapped her in the face. He told her, "Go in there and work." And, thoroughly chastised, Judy Garland got through the scene without laughing once. However, this was far from Judy's worst experience on the set of The Wizard of Oz. Make sure you stick around until the very end, where we will reveal the horrible part the film played in her untimely death. And if you're enjoying this story so far, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. The Cowardly Lion had an uncomfortable costume. The actor for the Cowardly Lion, Bert Lahr, had one of the most difficult costumes to wear. It was incredibly heavy, weighing around 90 pounds, and was made with real lion pelts. The special lights used while filming got very hot, and sometimes the set reached temperatures of 100 degrees. Poor Bert Lahr ended up sweating so much in his costume it had to be thoroughly cleaned and dried every single night.
Before starting the video, make sure to smash that like button. Do it now, it only takes a second to do it, and hit the subscribe button and the bell to turn on notifications so you can be informed whenever I upload new Chronicles. Also, visit my website, that is tpchronicles.com. There you can read articles and see videos that cannot be uploaded on YouTube. You don't want to miss those videos. The link is in the description box below. Also, join me on Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok, social platforms. If you are down with the campaign, type CN, which stands for Chronicle Nation, in the comment section. Upon that note, let's get into this next video, and it goes like this.
What the is going on here, Wangler?
Nothing.
Exactly. Pick up the pace.
We're going as fast as we can, man.
Everybody quiet down.
You're not fooling me.
I know what you're talking about, boss.
Yeah, right. Had a BC listen to me. I know I should better put me in charge over you. He's doing the old divide and conquer. As long as he keeps the two of us at each other's throats, he's got all the power. As long as he keeps the two of us at each other's throats, he's got all the power.
Close, son. How you doing?
Let's face it, the both of us only got one goal in mind, and that's to take over Shabetta's drug trade. Together we can do it.
Together?
We gotta make them think that we're enemies. Keep them off guard till we kill them.
We kill them, the mob kills us.
They won't know. If we put this in his food,
Glass?
as long as we make it fine, he won't be able to taste it. Over time, the glass will cut his insides up.
Yeah, die slowly.
Painfully.
Welcome back to the Pastor's Chronicles, and we are in the Wizard of Oz Chronicles series. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on the notifications. Also, people, type CN in the comment section to let me know you are rocking with the campaign. This is for you, Chronicle Nation, only for you. Give back the love, please. Now, if you have not yet to see Chapter 1C of the Wizard of Oz Chronicle, you must look at it, folks. Chronicles are building blocks, and if you miss the slightest nail, you will not understand the message in this part of the Chronicle. In the next couple of Chronicles, we will dive deep into what's been pushed upon the masses. This religion is also political. It's what Hollywood is pushing. Music, religion, etc. people. They are pushing this thing called theosophy. The Wizard of Oz pushed it, and it's like eating food with a small amount of arson in it, or eating food with microscopic pieces of glass in it.
You are sick.
Coming from you, that's a compliment. Hey, Nino, you want to play some pinochle?
I'm in the middle of a conversation here. What bog did you grow up on, you stupid McBastard? Now get the out of here.
How long is it gonna take before he dies?
I don't know, it's not exactly an exact science, you know what I'm saying?
I want him dead. On appetite.
Flush, 40 jacks.
I got a marriage, and I got 100 aces.
Marriage?
You know.
Jesus Christ.
Please take this time to subscribe, hit the bell to turn on your notifications. You may need to come back sometime Tuesdays and Thursdays around 5:45 Eastern Standard Time because YouTube believes in shadow blocking, which means everyone will not get notifications, because what they're trying to do is destroy all channels like this that exposes what the enemies are doing.
What is that? Jesus.
Nino.
Hey, you don't look so good, man.
Christ!
I'll take this one. Hey, Nino. Remember when you called me a stupid Mick bastard? Huh? I ain't so stupid now, am I? Open up. Sorry. We're out of tomatoes.
This is what would happen, or basically happening in a spiritual sense, when this corruption called theosophy is mingled in the things we do daily. As the witch said in chapter 1c, theosophy is in a lot of things we do and believe today. But those who cannot unlearn the lies they have been taught to believe will be the ones that fall to the mark of the beast, family. You must free your mind from the stuff that we were programmed to think from day one. Let's get it. The Theosophical Society is an occult organization mainly based on the teachings of Helena P. Blavatsky, which seeks to extract the common roots of all religions in order to form a universal doctrine. What does it sound like to you, family? Look at the imagery here. Look at the occult symbols. We're familiar with the snake, which is basically is used in almost all religions. I mean, you look at, it's basically this, the serpent is symbolic to the devil. The serpent points to the devil in the Garden of Eden. I want to show you a clip that I created back in the days with Prison Break. Watch this. Prison Break shines a lot of light. The tattoos of Michael Scorfield's body reveals the thoughts of Satan. Mind you, there are subliminal messages in this TV series, and Prison Break has a truckload of them. The series wants you to think that it's a way out of the prison, but those of the secret society see beyond tattoos. Yes, it is a roadmap, a path, but a path to the plans of Lucifer. The image points to Satan as victor, and this is what those who are of the elite and their puppets believe. And they are pushing this upon the masses through mysticism and books that's not in the Bible. I know this is a hard pill to swallow, but it is the truth, and the truth will set you free. Welcome to this new Chronicle about Prison Break. What I'm about to expose to you is some paganism, some Satanism, and there's some foolishness too, but people believe in this stuff, man. The Bohemian Groove believe in this. A lot of secret societies believe in this. Matter of fact, the owl is, in history, An owl represents a demon called Lilith. A demon called Lilith who supposedly bit Adam and drunk his blood. The devil want people to believe that Eve was Lilith, which also represents, she's a demon goddess. And a study of this demon goddess of Lilith will reveal the dark secrets behind the owl of the Bohemian Grove. So legend describes Lilith as having a base nature and a taste for biting Adam, drinking his blood. She had refused to submit to Adam's authority. And I'm telling you, this women's movement is all behind this. It is occultism, people. A lot of things that you do in life, believe me, it has a pagan origin behind it. Legends say that, she flew up into the air only to cast down by God in the desert waste where she took up residence in the air. Lilith is described as either a winged serpent or a screech owl. People, who's the winged serpent? Who did the devil use? A winged serpent. So Lilith or the owl represents Satan. I'm going to read a quote from Blavatsky. And this is exactly what she said. But it is perhaps desirable to state unequivocally that the teachings, however fragmentary and incomplete, contained in these volumes belong neither to the Hindu, the Zoroastrians, the Chaldeans, nor the Egyptian religion, neither to Buddhism, Islam, Judaism, nor Christianity exclusively. The secret doctrine is the essence of all these, sprung from it in their origins. The various religion schemes are now made to merge back into their original element, out of which every mystery and dogma has grown, developed, and became materialized. This is the teachings, people, of Helen P. Blavatsky, which is called the secret doctrine. The three declared objects of the original Theosophical Society, as established by Blavatsky, Judge, and Occult, which means its founders, were as follows. The first thing that they're trying to settle is this: how to form a nucleus of universal brotherhood of humanity without the distinction of race, creed, sex, caste, or color. The second is to encourage the study of comparative religion, philosophy, and science. And the third objective is to investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the power latent in man. You can find this in the Theosophists, volume 75, number 6. Blavatsky. The main tenet of Theosophy are thoroughly described in Blavatsky work, Isis Unveiled, and The Secret Doctrine. At the core of theosophical teachings are the same tenets found in many other occult schools. The belief of the presence of a divine spark within every person which, with the proper discipline and training, can lead to a spiritual illumination in a state of virtual godliness. People, where did we hear this at? We heard this in the Garden of Eden. This is the Luciferian doctrine, family. It doesn't matter what they call it, what name, theosophical, Buddha, Hindu, whatever, anything that teaches, and it infiltrated Christianity. Christianity is teaching you to deny self, but these religions is teaching you to embrace your sinful carnal nature. So this is what this doctrine also talks about, right? And so to bring everybody as one, to embrace this sinful nature, Satan is not worried about burning and suffering for everybody else's sin. Why? Because everybody's making a decision to unify with the carnal nature that Christ came to destroy in the flesh. So these Luciferian doctrines are paving the way for people to be lost internally.
You prayed and believed your whole life. Never done anything wrong. And here you are. You're the nicest person I know. I am the meanest. You have dementia. My life is perfect. Explain that to me.
Sometimes the devil allows people to live a life free of trouble because he doesn't want them turning to God. Their sin is like a jail cell, except it's all nice and comfy and there doesn't seem to be any need to leave. The door is wide open. Till one day, time runs out. The cell door slams shut. And suddenly, it's too late. Who did you say you were?
See, another important principle found in theosophy is reincarnation. It is believed that the human soul, like all other things in the universe, go through 7 stages of development. That kind of reminds me of the 5% doctrine, to where it talks about you go to the seventh heaven. When you receive the other half, it makes you God. People, all this is Luciferian doctrine. Watch this. So they believe that there's 7 stages of development. Theosophical writings propose that human civilizations, like all other parts of the universe, develop cyclically through 7 stages. Now, Blavatsky posits that the whole humanity, and indeed every incarnating human monad or a single unit, involves through a series of 7 root races. Thus, in the first age, humans were pure spirit. In the second age, they were sexless beings inhabiting the now lost continent of Hyperborean. In the third age, the giant Lemurians were informed by spiritual impulses, endowing them with human consciousness and sexual reproduction. Modern humans finally developed in the continent of Atlantis. Since Atlantis was the nadir of the cycle, the present 5th age is a time of awakening humanity's physic gifts or psychic gifts. The term psychic here really means the realization of the pure mobility of consciousness as it had not been known earlier in evolution, although sensed by some more sensitive individuals of our species. So the ultimate goal here, people, of course, to return to the state of divinity from which we've emerged. That's what they're teaching. The same tenets can be found in other schools such as Rosicrucianism, Freemasonry, and others' teachings, the mystery.